Sorry about that. I was interrupted by my 5-year-old. So, this week's nutrition focus is hydration. Body's fluid balance is regulated by thirst sensations, and we either can feel them and react to them. Like if we're exercising, we're super thirsty. And if we're not exercising regularly, we might not be tuned into those thirst sensations. So there's a guideline for women and men. Men are recommended 2.5 liters a day, and adult women are recommended about 2 liters a day. I always like to go with your body weight cut in half into ounces. For example, if you're a man who's 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water would be like your minimum hydration for the day. And that hydration doesn't have to only come from drinks. So about 70 to 80% of it comes from drinks, taking fluids in, teas, herbal teas, water, of course, and even like if you mix a little bit of fruit juice and seltzer, not the heavy dehydrating drinks like colas and coffee. Those don't count, unfortunately. Although they definitely do have water in them, but you want to shoot for getting 70 to 80% of that hydration from liquids such as water, or herbal teas, like I said, and then another 20 to 30% come from food. So choosing foods that are real foods that have water already in them, melons, zucchinis, cucumbers, things like that are going to give you some of that percentage of water a day. So, not only do you hear, eat, fruits and vegetables, but there's a reason to eat fruits and vegetables for, the fluid that they supply for your body. And that's really important. So a way that you can check in and make sure that you are hydrated is just looking at your urine color every day. I mean, it sounds kind of silly, and sometimes we just like kind of do our business and then wipe and flush or whatever and wash our hands, and we don't even look back. But if you just take a look down and your urine is like a dark yellow color, well, that is like a clear tail sign that even if your thirst regulators aren't communicating with you, you can visually see, well, hey, my urine should be a little bit lighter in color or completely clear, and that would show that you're adequately hydrated. So especially now if we're moving less and we're not like doing things like taking like set breaks like we would at our job, it's easy to get dehydrated. So you really need to do things that will remind yourself every day, hey, am I getting enough fluid in every day? And that simple tool could help you keep really, really healthy during this time where you really have to check in and do a lot of self-care. And it's just, one of the factors. So that set aside, I'm going to start my lesson, and I start with stretching. I'm going to do an example of a class that I teach every Wednesday up and Gardner at the Gardner Library, and I love my class. It's one of my favorite places to be during the week, and I have a great group of students, and they come motivated and they come with gratitude that they can all be there together, and they motivate each other. And if a member's not there, we miss them, and that's part of what's hard about this isolation, is this like sense of community that we're so used to being a part of. Now we're not allowed to be a part of, and so things like social networking can really help with that. So anyway, I'd like to invite you all to just find some space in your house where you can have a little area that's clear and one chair that's like a regular kitchen chair or anything. And if you have a set of bands, that would be wonderful. And you can meet me there. You can also do this without a set of bands. If you have a simple tool like a yoga strap or a bathrobe, something that you would use as a strap on your bathrobe, you can grab that, because we're going to use that for a little bit of stretching. Okay, so I'll see you in a few minutes and we'll begin our stretch session. Okay, see you then.